Since we were kids and saw the first glimpse of a car effortlessly gliding sideways, tires screeching yet gracefully dancing across the asphalt, we've all always wanted to master the art of drifting. In reality, this maneuver is much harder than it looks, and it requires so much feeling for the way the car responds to pull off. But some seem to have an innate talent for manipulating the car they drive as they please. And there was one name that has been synonymous with mastering that art of drifting: Keiichi Tsuchiya. The Drift King was a master, a car whisperer, and an inspiration to many soon-to-be drift enthusiasts around the world. He was one of the first to popularize drifting as a competitive sport and has won numerous championships throughout his career. His journey, from the winding mountain roads of Japan to the pinnacle of global motorsport, is not just about winning races. It's about breaking boundaries, redefining a subculture, and so much more. Tsuchiya's legacy, marked by the rubber left on racetracks and mountain passes, goes beyond his incredible skills behind the wheel. It embodies a rebellious spirit, a fiery passion, and an unwavering pursuit of perfection that has inspired and will continue to inspire generations of racers and drifters. As we dive deeper into the life and times of Keiichi Tsuchiya, we uncover the man behind the legend, unraveling the story of how a speed-hungry boy became the king of a motorsport phenomenon. If you end up liking this video, be sure to leave it a like and subscribe for more videos like this every week. Keiichi Tsuchiya didn't have it easy on his journey into the world of motorsports. Born on January 30th, 1956, in Tomi, Nagano, Japan, Tsuchiya's early life, as you can probably guess, revolved around his intense love for cars and speed. His first adventures in the world of automotive racing weren't through the usual routes of formal training and karting, like many racing legends often do. Instead, he perfected his skills the only way he knew, on the treacherous mountain roads of Japan, where he took part in underground street racing, pushing his car to its limits and mastering the art of control on the edge of physics. Tsuchiya's early career was marked by a rebellious spirit and a raw, unrefined talent that caught the attention of the professional racing world. His initial ventures into professional racing were not without struggle, however. Drifting, as almost any racing sport is, well, very expensive. Tsuchiya, even though he had obvious racing skills and natural talent, had to deal with financial limitations and a lack of formal racing background. His cars, usually bought with loans and support from friends, weren't the high-performance machines we see on tracks nowadays. They were vehicles that Tsuchiya, with his innate understanding of automotive mechanics, modified and tuned to compete with the more powerful and sophisticated machines on the track. So what was the car he learned to drift in? It was the Toyota 1986 AE86. Yup, that one. Does all of this sound familiar? Well, if you watch the anime Initial D, then it must. You see, the anime is actually loosely based on Tsuchiya himself. He started drifting on Mount Fuji because it was boring for him to just drive normally day in, day out. He wanted some fun, some excitement, so he took to the treacherous mountain roads where he quickly gained a reputation for his fearless and spectacular driving skills. The AE86, also known as the Hachiroku, or the Trueno, became an extension of Tsuchiya's body, a perfect combination of power, agility, and balance that allowed him to control and manipulate it with unmatched precision. Those twisty, dangerous roads called Touge were where Tsuchiya became a master of his machine. The Touge racing scene wasn't just about speed. It was like a crazy dance of control, perfect timing, and boldness. Racers would tear through narrow, twisting roads at night, pushing their rides and skills to the brink of disaster. Even in those early, exciting racing days, Tsuchiya showed an impressive grasp of vehicle dynamics. He skillfully maneuvered his car with precision and style, a talent that would go on to shape his professional career. Tsuchiya didn't just race on these roads, he became one with them, understanding every curve, every nuance of the asphalt beneath his tires, and using this knowledge to push his car beyond the realms of conventional control. His ride, constantly screeching on the edge of its physical limits, effortlessly glided through corners with a grace and speed that seemed to defy the raw mechanical power at work. It was in this exhilarating realm of the Touge that Tsuchiya perfected his drifting skills, effortlessly sliding his car through curves, keeping the speed while losing traction, and pulling off moves that would later become synonymous with his name. Tsuchiya's early experiences in the underground racing scene, the challenges, the dangers, and the exhilaration of high-speed racing molded him into the legendary racer he would become. He went on to redefine motorsport and become a true icon in the world of racing. But how did he get into the professional scene when there wasn't even a professional scene to speak of? In 1977, Tsuchiya's professional racing career officially began. And despite the hurdles, his talent did not go unnoticed. His entry into the professional scene was marked by his participation in the Fuji Freshman Series in 1977, where despite his underpowered Toyota Sprinter Trueno, he managed to secure a second-place finish, showcasing immense skill on the track. Tsuchiya's driving style is truly one of a kind. With his controlled slides and aggressive cornering, he never failed to impress both the crowd and fellow racers. His breakthrough moment came in the 1980s when he began participating in the All Japan Touring Car Championship. Tsuchiya, despite often being in less powerful cars, managed to challenge and often outperform his competitors, utilizing his drifting techniques to navigate corners with greater speed and efficiency. His performances were not unnoticed, and soon, Tsuchiya began to garner a reputation as a skilled and fearless racer, earning him the affectionate and respectful title of Dorikin, or Drift King. He showed that drifting, which was at the time usually associated with underground racing, actually has a place in professional motorsport. It's not just about entertainment, but also a legit and effective racing technique. Tsuchiya would rack up win after win, and soon he would compete on the big stage. Le Mans, the world's most prestigious endurance race where the top manufacturers in the world battle it out for 24 grueling hours. Tsuchiya would go on to compete in this legendary race where his talent as a racer would be on full display. But Tsuchiya and his team weren't there only to participate. They were there to show what they were made of. His Le Mans victory in the GT2 class wasn't just any win, it was a showcase of his incredible skill and tenacity. Not only did Tsuchiya dominate his class, but he also secured a very respectable second-place overall finish in subsequent races with the Toyota GT1. His advantage was the fact that he often practiced drifting on Mount Fuji at night, so naturally he was quite good at nighttime driving. His team used that to great effect and had him running 3 stints in the dark where he absolutely dominated. Keiichi Tsuchiya, aka the Drift King, took his legendary status on the track and became a key figure in establishing and spreading the popularity of drifting as a recognized motorsport, both in Japan and around the world. His major influence gave rise to the D1 Grand Prix. Not only did he compete, but he also played the roles of mentor and judge, shaping the foundational rules of pro drifting and bringing credibility and attention to the sport. Tsuchiya made a big impact in media and entertainment, with his influence even reaching the popular Initial D manga and anime series. He also appeared in automotive shows like Best Motoring and Hot Version. The man even had a cameo in The Fast and the Furious. With his technical insights and entertaining racing segments, he made drifting accessible to a larger audience and became a beloved figure in the automotive world. Internationally, Tsuchiya's influence played a major role in igniting the global drift and tuner culture. His passion inspired racers and enthusiasts around the world, making him a true ambassador for the sport of drifting. Tsuchiya's impact on the racing world was not limited to his victories on the track. His approach to racing, his mastery of drifting, and his undying passion for the sport began to influence a new generation of racers and automotive enthusiasts. He became a symbol of a grassroots racer, someone who, against all odds, rose through the ranks to compete at the highest levels of motorsport, all while maintaining a genuine love and passion for the art of racing. Today, Tsuchiya continues to inspire and amaze with his driving skills, and his legacy lives on through the countless racers he has influenced and the fans who continue to admire him. He was also a team director for the ARTA, Autobax Racing Team Aguri team in Super GT, showing that his influence in the world of racing still runs deep. The Drift King may have retired from active racing, but his impact on the sport and its community will never be forgotten. Endurance, skill, and passion, these are the qualities that define Keiichi Tsuchiya, aka the Drift King, a true legend in the world of motorsports. Despite his retirement from active racing, Keiichi Tsuchiya's impact on the sport and its community continues to be felt today. The techniques he perfected and popularized have become a staple in modern motorsport, with many racers still looking up to him as their role model. So what did you think of Keiichi Tsuchiya, the Drift King? Did you know about his incredible journey and the lasting impact he has had on motorsport? If you haven't already, make sure to watch some of his iconic races and interviews. You won't be disappointed. And don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe for more awesome stories for the automotive world. Till next time.